The Innocence Mission, A&M recording artist, with this new album right here. They're on tour in support of it. It's self-titled, called The Innocence Mission, and with me is Karen and Don. PERIS. Is that right? PERIS. Yeah, just like the city in France. That's great. How you guys doing? I guess this is your first tour, and welcome to Cleveland.
Thanks. It is. It's the first night of the tour, too. Cleveland is our first show.
So, is there just a little bit, maybe, of apprehension, this being the first show of the big U.S. tour?
I think we're just anxious to get to the show and set up and play tonight. I think after that, things will be okay.
Now, you guys are from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, which is, I guess, a small town, outside of Philadelphia. Is there any music scene in Lancaster? If so, what's it like there?
There's one really good club to play, and I don't know. I don't think of it really. Think of Lancaster as a nice place to live, but it doesn't really need for us to be a big music city or anything.
So what did you have to do, being from Lancaster? You guys played together a long time. You did some independent recordings earlier in your careers, and then, how did you get signed out of Lancaster? Did you have to go to the big city?
We played a lot in Philly, and we just, when we felt that we wanted to send songs to record companies, we had been recording all the songs that we liked over the years that we had written in a friend's 16-track studio. So we had a lot of tapes of songs, and we just sent a few of them to record companies through a music attorney in New York.
And here you are on tour. The first album, The Innocence Mission, was produced by Larry Klein. Now, was Joni Mitchell's husband. A lot of people, maybe when they get a producer handed to them on their first album, the collaboration might not be, what you'd like, but I guess you have a real good relationship with Larry. Could you kind of indulge me on this?
Yeah, we had a lot of conversations with him before we started working on the record, even before we decided to work with him. A&M had worked with him and suggested that we at least speak with him. We hit it off right away. He seemed to like the things we were doing, and the things that he wanted to add just seemed to be the right sort of mix. So I think it was great, and we already asked him to work on the second one, so obviously we like working with him.
He's a really comfortable person to be around, and really fun. It was never anything like bossing us around or you're going to do this, and it was very much a co-effort, sort of thing.
Great, so it made you kind of feel comfortable on your first effort for the record company.
Yeah, it did.
Now, I understand you guys all have like a Catholic school background. Do you bring this out in your music, or maybe in your lyrics, Karen?
The Catholic Church is still part of our lives, and in some of the songs, I think it's people notice it in the lyrics. It's probably just unconscious, because hopefully everything is connected with our faith, so everything stems from that.